Hi, welcome back again to IELTS How To, your favorite channel teaching you how to actually pass your IELTS exam. Today we're going to talk about the speaking section. Some of you guys get amazing scores in speaking, you're very comfortable. Others maybe get a little bit nervous and you're missing by half a band or by one band. So today I'm going to show you a super simple strategy. It's a 3-step formula on how to increase your speaking score in IELTS, how to get a higher band score. So let's get started. So as you know, in IELTS speaking section, there are so many different questions that the examiner can ask you. A lot of them are very easy, very common sense. Like, what do you do? Do you work or do you study? What do you enjoy eating? What do you enjoy doing on weekends? Obviously, a lot of these questions are very simple, and I'm sure you can do a fine job actually answering them. But every once in a while, we get those difficult questions that maybe we haven't encountered before, we haven't thought about it before, or just we get taken by surprise. Meaning, when you hear it for the first time, if you got some more time to think, I'm sure you can come up with a great answer. But in the moment with the exam pressure, sometimes it's hard to come up with the ideas. So I'm going to show you in a second a 3-step formula how you can give an answer and not get stuck in that situation. Now, I always like to refer to how the speaking section is marked, how all the sections in IELTS are marked. So, of course, there are different variables and they all got equal distribution. You may have seen it in one of the previous videos for writing, for example. One of the important things in your speaking is your fluency. So what is your fluency? Fluency is how you're able to talk continuously without pausing. So what does it mean to be fluent? This is what I'm doing right now, blah, 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 blah. Meaning I'm talking without pausing, without interruptions, without, meaning you don't have the the pauses, the extended hesitations. So that's one of the things the examiners look for. But again, if the question is hard, you get caught off guard, it's hard to maintain your fluency. One of the other important things in speaking is also your grammar, right? How grammatically correct are your answers, or if you're able to use different kinds of grammar. You've got a range, you've got a variety. You don't just talk in present simple. You can use past tense, continuous, future, perfect, and so on. So the trick I'm going to give you is going to help you with both of those things. First one is improve your fluency, and second one, mix in a bit of grammar without you having to actually have amazing knowledge of grammar. So here's the formula. Step number 1 is answer. Step number 2 is reason. Step number 3 is example. So again, easy 3 steps. Number 1, answer. Number 2, reason. Number 3, example. So why is this going to work? Oftentimes, if you give an answer and let's say the IELTS examiner asks you, do you work or do you study? I work. Okay. What is your favorite meal? Pizza. What do you like to do on weekends? Exercise. Do you think you're going to get a high score for that? You're not elaborating enough. So to get a higher score in speaking, and that's something you can find out with any IELTS examiner, they will tell you one of the things they're trained for is to look for an expanded answer. Ideally, you want to give 2 to 3 sentence response. So if you ask me a question, like what do I like to do on weekends? Exercising is not a good answer. They're expecting you to elaborate. I like exercising, and the main reason why is because on weekends, actually, I have a lot more time. During the week, I'm working a lot, but on weekends, I have a lot of spare time. So it gives me a chance to catch up on my exercise routine. For example, last weekend, I was so tired, but I decided to spend 1 hour and go for a run. And afterwards, I felt amazing. So you see what I'm doing? It's like when I'm talking about this, sounds like I'm talking about something that I have a lot of knowledge about, even if I don't. What is your hometown? Okay, so I wouldn't just say my hometown is Ottawa, Canada. I'm gonna expand. So my hometown is Ottawa, Canada. It's very beautiful. In the winter, it does get a little bit cold, but in the summer, it's absolutely gorgeous, and we like to go swimming. So again, I'm showing you guys an example how to elaborate. For most of those questions that you actually know the answer to, actually give your answer. Could be one word, could be more than one word. Give the reason for your answer and give an example. Again, let's say the examiner is asking you, what is your favorite type of movies? And you say, horror movies. But obviously that's not good enough. You need to expand. So step number one, you give the answer. My favorite type of movies is horror movies. Step number two, you give the reason. I think the reason why, because as a kid, I used to play a lot with my parents and we used to put all these costumes and go celebrating Halloween. So I really like those scary masks and stuff like that. And for example, step number three, for example, when I was 5 years old, I had this mask of a ghost and I was scaring all the neighbors and I used to get a lot of candy for Halloween. So there you go. I just went from giving a one-word answer or two-word answers, scary movies, to actually expanding into something that I can talk about for 15 to 20 seconds. Again, very simple trick. That's something we teach in the class as well in our courses. Step number one, answer. Step number two, give the reason. Step number three, give an example. Now let's bring it back to grammar. I mentioned grammar early on. How is this relevant for your grammar? Because I'm not using any fancy past, present, continuous tenses, right? So in this situation, what it forces you to do. Let's go back to the question, what's your favorite type of movies? My favorite type of movies is horror movies. So this is in present tense. Then you give the reason. The reason why is because blah, 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 blah. Again, present tense. But when you give an example, usually the example is something from your past experience. So what it forces you to do, it forces you to mix in past tense as well. For example, when I was 5 years old, past tense. I used to love Halloween. Again, I used to love Halloween. I used to go trick-or-treating with my family. My neighbors were giving me a lot of candy. Were giving me. So you see, in the one or two sentences, I included so much different grammar that it's hard to be fluent in if I'm trying to come up with it on the spot. If I ask you right now, can you give me a sentence that uses past perfect? You're like, past perfect? What's past perfect, right? We hate studying grammar. I didn't really enjoy grammar. I got some native English speaker friends that if I give them on a piece of paper different tenses and ask them to label which one is past, perfect, future, continuous, they might not get it correct. But when they talk, they can speak in a grammatically correct way. So same with you. I'm sure you're watching lots of movies, lots of Netflix, you're watching shows in English. So when you speak, it's a lot easier for you to do it spontaneously rather than trying to come up with this grammar structure on the spot. So again, that's why very simple formula. It's going to help you with your fluency, talk continuous, and it's going to help you increase your grammar score. Answer, reason, example. By the way, to help you guys out, and I'll give you some examples for future videos, I want you to leave a comment if you encountered any difficult question in speaking in your past exams or online practice questions and portals and so on. And what I'll do is I'll make a future video, or in the comments, I'll give you examples of how you can answer those questions, even if you don't know much about the topic, and maintain your fluency and still get a high score. By the way, if you haven't done already, click like and subscribe to this channel right now so you're the first one to know whenever we release new videos. Wait. Before you go, it would mean the world to me and to our team if you subscribe to our channel right now, if you click like, and if you left a comment with a feedback, anything you loved about this video or anything you'd want to see more of. I personally read all the comments. I personally reply to as many as I can. If you want to access any more free resources and bonuses and see some of our other courses, just head to www.IELTSHowto.com, or you can find the links below. See ya.